Hey guys, I wanted to make a quick video tonight. First of all, my beard's coming in pretty good. Something I was never able to have as a Jehovah's Witness, and so I've been enjoying that. But anyway, I was kind of wanting to talk tonight about shunning and just how that's been going with me and my family. Um, I was always taught my whole life to do the right thing. Obviously, I was grown up as a Jehovah's Witness. And so I was taught to do the right thing. And so for me to be shunned right now, it's just, I knew it was going to happen. It's just, some days it's a little more difficult than others. I still have a little sister that I talk to because she was never baptized and she's not a witness. And I have a cousin that I can talk to. But that's literally the only two people in my family. I have four other siblings, well, three other siblings that I can't talk to, and my two parents. And you got to remember, we were very close family. Camping trips every year, all that stuff that I can't be a part of anymore, which I knew would happen. So this isn't a pity party or anything. I was just kind of thinking about it. I was baptized when I was 14 years old, which was a big mistake. I don't think anybody should be baptized until they're at least of driving age. I would say even maybe 21ish. You know, when you have the capability to do make adult decisions. But anyway, just for the fact that I'm being shunned for a decision I made when I was an adolescent at 14 years old, is crazy to me. Just because I have different ideas than they have. I've reached out to my family a lot through text message and email, and of course it's been radio silence uh, every single time, which, you know, is expected. But I keep communicating with them because I want them to know that I didn't leave them. I left the organization, and they're not going to respond. But who knows if they even look at it? They could have had me blocked or something. I'm not sure, but I'm going to keep doing that anyway, just because I don't want anybody to be able to accuse me of leaving or shunning them. But I was thinking, in the town that I was from, they had a prison, a rather large lockdown prison, but they allowed Jehovah's Witnesses to go in and have Bible studies with people. I had been in there before, having studies with people, and a lot of these guys, I mean, this was a hardcore prison, so a lot of these guys were murderers and stuff that we're studying with. And it's just funny to me that we can sit there and talk to somebody who's killed people and is in prison for life, but my family won't talk to me. You know, it's just kind of, it just doesn't make a lick of sense. I was told that since me and my wife wrote letters um, and disassociated ourselves, I was told that there was a local needs about it. And so, because me and my wife have both noticed that when we see people that were Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't just ignore us, they kind of run away from us. Like, it's extra shunning. And so, I'm pretty sure that, we're at this level now where it'd be pretty much impossible for us to go back, which we don't want to, but um, we're on this whole nother level of just not just being disfellowship. We're like the Antichrist, I guess you would say. But I was just kind of thinking to myself, if disfellowshipping was off the table, if the governing body said, you know what, we're not even going to disfellowship anymore. Um, if that were the case, how many people would just leave? You know, how many people are sticking around because they don't want to be shunned by their family? You know, maybe they don't really believe anymore, but sorry, but they're sticking around because they didn't want to be like me and end up being shunned. Or it could go the other way. What if they took shunning off the table? Maybe the love would blossom. this love that they say they have, maybe it would actually be there and actually blossom. People wouldn't have that hanging over their head. They could come and go freely without worrying about if they're going to get disfellowshipped or not. You know, maybe it could work either way. But the fact of the matter is it needs to go away. You know, it needs to be done with. Because Jesus never did it. I mean, I always go back to that. Jesus didn't shun anybody. He didn't even shun Judas, who he knew was going to be a traitor to him. And he knew it was tipping off the Pharisees and everything all the way through. And he never shunned with him. He ate with him. He did everything with him. And, you know, even in the Elder's Manual, it says that you can carry on regular family relationships. You just can't have a spiritual bond anymore. You can't study with each other. You can't have spiritual conversations. So basically, you could still hang out with each other as long as you're not talking about spiritual things, is what the Elder's Manual says, and it's what the lawyer brother said during the Royal Commission, the Australian Royal Commission. He said that, but that's just not how it works. We all know that that's not how it works. You know, the shunning is complete cutting off, and that's what's happened to me. Which is, I'm not gonna lie, it's been hard. But thank God my wife signed her papers the same time I did. And my kids, you know, they were never baptized or anything. They're pretty young, so they're just going with the flow. But thank goodness for that, because I would have just kept faking it if she wasn't willing to do it, because there's no way I could lose my immediate family as well as my extended family. It just wouldn't happen. And I think a lot of people are in that position because a lot of people don't want to lose what they have, and so they just fake it, which is really sad. But that's what I want to talk today about. Let me know what you think.